Hello, beautiful people. I have just the twin flame read for you today. I did my Metatron read separately, so you just have the twin flame read on the table. We're going to roll the die. I'm going to show you the pictures, and then we're going to get going. So this is the main twin flame read. This is the SIRIAN Starseed deck. Okay, and then I have the full 7 deck read here. And why is my finger in the shot? Okay, let me just focus that in for you. Okay, so it's a 7 deck read. It's for all the twins and all the aspects, not just the physical union. So if something doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. If you want something more personalized, you do have my information below, as well as on my website, which is twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there also called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe, if you want to check that out. And otherwise, let's get going here. For the Twin Flames for January 9th, 2022, we have the 9 of the Hermit, and the day adds up to the Tower, so sudden epiphanies of the Hermit, perhaps. And from the dice, we have for the twins, we have Neptune here. We have Aquarius. And we have number 12. Okay, so 12 is the end of the cycle. It's also December. It's the Hanging Man, which traditionally I believe is Pisces, but I always see it as Capricorn. But it's also December, which is Capricorn. So again, those Capricorn, Aquarius, and Neptune energies, which is Pisces as well. So I feel like Pisces and Capricorn are coming up here, as well as the Aquarius energies. And then the water of Aquarius as well, which is in tune with the Pisces energy there. So very kind of dreamy or an eclectic energy here. But yet the Capricorn coming in of responsibility and duty. So let's see how this plays out. We have the SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut and dealt right at 8 o'clock last night, which is double zeros of the source energy, backing up the 8 of the dance, but also the strength, the inner and outer strength, the manifestation of dreams. And at 8:13, as I'm clarifying, which 8 is, again, the strength card, and the 13 of the death card, or transition through the portal, we have F flames again. So some of you may be cursing out the flames, but also the F is the phi of expansion and contraction, that explosion and implosion all at the same time of 0 point, or just staying in the middle and reflecting instead. And then it's not so tumultuous. And then we have the S of Sophia also coming up, but we also could have the F of FU and the S of the shit word. So some of you could be definitely cursing the energy out. And then we complete the read at 8:23 to 24, which is the King and Queen of Wands, the 23 and the 24. 24 is also the Omega. And the major arcana for the read was only the Starseed, which is like the Fool. That was the main major arcana in the read. Before the read, we also had Alchemy, which is the Temperance card, the Shadow or the Devil, and the Solar Deity or the Sun. And then after the read, the Chariot and Indigo, which is the Magician, came up. 3 cups, 4 wands, 2 swords, and 1 pentacle, which is 34 and 21. 34 is the energetic exchange of the 8 of wands. The hours of love, and a little birdie just landed on the table out front. He's so sweet. He's looking around. And the 21 of the world, which is completion, coming full circle. And little birdie's just, he's really looking around. He's turning and looking and this way and that way. What you looking for? I'm getting that energy of being scattered. You know when you kind of like move your head quickly because you don't know where your keys are or something like that? It's that scattered energy. So that could be coming up right now. We have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles in the read. And then the Queen of Wands as well. And then the Knight of Wands comes up after the read. We have the Wounded Warrior in the read too, the 9 of Wands. We have, as far as the numbers, 222s. They've been coming up a lot this week. So 222s is all about that feminine energy of the 2, the 1-to-1, the mediator, the High Priestess as well. The 22 is the Fool. And then that 222, right, the Fool is with that open heart. It's expanding the energy. Every time you add a digit, it's like elevating the vibration an octave, right, because it's the same value. but then it ends up being a 6 of the 3 twos, which is then love, family, and community, and the lover's energy in a very profound way energetically, that very high vibe love. We have the 33 of the Christ vibration, standing up for oneself, the 77 of the sovereignty of the 9 of Pentacles, again, standing up for oneself, being sovereign, and the 99 of the compassion of endings, selflessness, the collective consciousness, the hermit, the one and the all. And then the code line's all about new beginnings and relationship changes. And the number 14, which is that higher love of the angels. The 5, 7, and 2 adding into the 14. And the messages came up like this from the code line. Toggle up the mother and the egg, and taking the high road of change and expansion and freedom with the Hierophant as well, which can be commitment and guidance, with flashes of light, or that could be inspiration or epiphanies, and the student of the sea with your eyes, see with your emotions or heart, and see with the collective consciousness, the sea, and the 7 of Wands of that Christ consciousness, standing up for yourself without being defensive, to the path of new beginnings and relationship change. Also the time out for the voice and the sound, and that came up in my Metatron read this morning, so you might want to check that out, because the voice and the sound's coming up through the 4th eye as opposed to the 3rd eye. The 4th eye is coming up as the connection of the throat chakra to the pituitary. And taking the high road, which also comes up as threonine. Maybe some of you might want to take threonine if you've been already thinking about it, and this might be confirmation for you as a vitamin. And then 309 is also coming up here. And expanding flashes or epiphanies of light. The student of emotion, thought, manifestation, and energy here. The chariot of flames or chariots of fire. The 2 saints, or the 2 on the path in the new beginnings, regarding the lateral connection ship of change as opposed to one over the other. The projection or channeling of energy to learn at one's house or home energy. And also is talking about poop. And that it's telling you because the poop takes the high road out, right? Changing the 7th beat or pulse coming in. To shave, and that was coming up in the Metatron read too, right? The energy of precision, like diamond cutting. The shave of the student of that emotional energy of the Christ consciousness. The divine feminine within the masculine, which is the chariot of the ascension. The twin flame path of new beginnings and relationship change. Also the child, the younger relative, or the one, takes the high road, committing to self. The student of unity and Christ vibration of 2 saints, 2 streets, or 2 paths. So maybe some of your children are awakening and committing to the path, and maybe finally seeing what mom and dad have been experiencing. So at 8:50 we start this read with the Knight of Cups reversed. So the underlying energy here, I'll move it just a little bit so you can see that. So the bottom card here, the mini cards on top, and the Knight of Cups reversed, and then below that was Alchemy upright, which is the Temperance card, the Shadow upright, the Page of Pentacles upright, the Sun reversed, the 8 of Pentacles reversed, and then that Knight of Cups reversed on top. And 8 and 50 are the dance or the strength of manifestation of dreams, and the 50 is the 10 of Cups of emotional fulfillment or happy endings perhaps. With patience in temptation, or the angel and the devil on each shoulder perhaps, with the Page of Pentacles, student or child, or opportunity or invitation. But the energy of this Page of Pentacles drained, overworking, or things just not working out. And again, that scattered energy, right? So if you have the angel and devil on your shoulders like an animal house, it's going to scatter you because it's confusing you. You don't know which way to turn. And the Knight of Cups reverse being moody or jealous or insincere or feeling rejected. Where the world is now complete, though, or coming full circle, with Pisces or Divine Feminine marching to the beat of their own drum, with the twin flames as the third party, or given a choice or ultimatum to social distance or be involved with bad influences or overindulgences, perhaps that they don't resonate with, at 8:57. And that could be a test too. Are you going to be friends with this person who does things that you really don't resonate with? And the Divine Feminine world with synchronicities and lots of options, or giving them clarity or new information for the Page of Pentacles to then examine. And then I was getting bits and pieces, and that was from Bridesmaids, I think, when the cop was talking to her, he would always say bits and pieces. Or it was coming up as this Page of Pentacles examining, like having like a treasure, like, oh, I'm so excited to get this little piece of information so that I can really examine it more closely, the bits and pieces like I do here, like little treasures to explore. The stingy judge or Libra energy coming up here, receiving good news, or after new information came in, we're holding on to it as justice or truth and balance, receiving good news or the end of the war regarding a move, visit, or an ending of a marriage, announced or called, or the party is just over, in a wake-up call, a victory that the bird is taking off, or literally Libra harshly calling Aquarius to get up or get out. They may be still bathing when they're doing this, or perhaps like someone like doing their own thing, they're bathing luxuriously, or weightlifting with a trainer who they paid to train them, and someone comes in to say, you know, get out, or go to work, or go to school, or whatever. But it's like, you know, they're luxuriously then weightlifting and then taking a nap or meditation, with the Page of Pentacles sharing with others what they've learned. So it's like a child learning how to truly work with energy by not being stressed and doing all the things that you love, and someone else is still in the 3D energy really getting pissed off about this. At 9:08, which is the Hermit and the dance, the 5D connection with the Page of Pentacles student sharing with others to earn or receive donations, protecting their sacral energy and or studying for the ministry, or developing a charity perhaps, or wanting to be a philanthropist. A harsh wake-up call to the star, healer, or dream girl, or perhaps drafted, or distorted, or phone calls that are distracting, and a Libra or Aquarius irritated that they refused to answer the phone because they were too busy working out, sleeping, or meditating, or on break while they were busy working, and the Page of Pentacles sharing, listening, or settling out. With the Hermit with light, or the Virgo with light, on the Queen of Cups reversed, like they're shedding light on the Queen of Cups reversed, who's at war, playing hardball or withholding, and the Queen of Cups reversed maybe over the beach house in a battle of Normandy, or pinching every penny to save. The air sign with advisor, rejecting the Queen of Cups reversed, or kicking them to the curb, or this could be a renter who hasn't paid as well, and then a separation, and beneath that, this could be the one, with no passion, no expression of feelings, or in a heated exchange or lots of arguing back and forth, with the 10 of Cups reversed, unhappy family, and kicked out in a downturn or twist of fate, or Libra and Leo both reversed, perhaps flirting or showing off, with others out of the picture, and no more strong-arming at 9:24, the Hermit and the Queen of Wands, no more strong-arming the boar. Done with the old lady and big palms and big feet and chasing tail, or trip to Florida is done, or a resort that was canceled in pursuit of happiness. Physical activities comes up here with number 67, the Knight of Pentacles, and beneath that is health, which is number 71, which for me is the 3 of Pentacles, which for me is co-creation. The King of Pentacles reversed may be moving out, unstable, or in an unstable home, or overspending on physical activities or healthcare, or lost money on a home. The Queen of Cups may be in the underlying energy is actually upright, not reversed. And here it could be a totally different person, or just that person who was upright and now she's reversed. So the Queen of Cups upright, longing and inspired to travel for peace, with the Empress perhaps upright in separation, and that could be a mother and daughter wanting to come together as well, with the truth out about a breakup, or penmanship and writings, or sets of blue eyes times 3, all stuck in their heart in a breakup or no affection. Perhaps someone had a stent placed, or a hole in their heart, or a leaky valve, with Taurus upright and Gemini reversed here, and the Lovers reversed, with the Knight of Cups reversed, feeling rejected or jealous or settling out and withholding or playing hardball, or perhaps trying to magnetize. You know, it's like trying to hold something up in suspended animation, flirting and showing off at the gym or in physical activities. And the underlying energy here, the most underlying energy here, is the Knight of Cups, who was upright, with the Sovereign upright, perhaps with a pet who is sick, or with a Leo child or pet, or needing the strength or courage or better health care coverage here for the Knight of Cups and the Sovereign, which could be a very independent child. This also could be an offer of love to that independent person. It doesn't have to be a child. The Sovereign can be any age. And there's Leo energy there, plus earth and water. So then going forward after this read is the energy of the Queen of Wands dropping the ball or dropping the act with Dark Night or a death or the never-ending story, or clinging to the Six of Cups reversed children or soulmate, or they're being clingy with her, and grieving loss or regret, or breaking patterns with clingy kids, or guilting them, like seeing what you're doing that you shouldn't be doing, with the Hermit shedding light on the long way down and receiving an unexpected booty call from the Knight of Wands reversed, who's just released from prison or with anxieties and didn't tell the Sovereign, or not expressing their feelings to them. So that's very interesting because this Sovereign came up on both sides. But one is the Knight of Cups upright and the other is the Knight of Wands reversed. So there could be two different energies coming at the Sovereign here. And then there's the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands could be the Empress too, could be the mother type energy. But she's dropping the act with the Dark Knight. So if there's a masculine who's in a relationship right now, that Queen of Wands could represent the masculine's partner. And then the Knight of Cups and the Sovereign could be two children. And there could be, maybe the Sovereign child has a boyfriend they don't like. Because if he's the Knight of Wands, you know, he could be a player energy. But he could also just be someone who runs out of energy. Maybe they're working a lot, or they get paralyzed by their passions because they're so enamored with this Sovereign girl. So this is all coming up right after the read. So then at 10:19, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the 19 of the Sun, in the recent past is the Page of Pentacles student making an announcement or wake-up call, or performing music with hard work, or the Page of Pentacles calling the shots, or awake to the burdens of the past and traveling to peace without the Queen of Swords upright and the Knight of Pentacles upright, who made her turn the other way, offering help to the one who won't share and is drained by their kids or pets, or dealing with Leo reversed or ego reversed, or sick and grumpy and overexposed. And then the Page of Wands reversed, who's frustrated or acting out, or stressed out or suffering in silence, perhaps not sleeping or dealing with the sister, with the King of Pentacles reversed between the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, who are both upright here, but the King of Pentacles is reversed. And this could be the husband of the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords is there as well. This could be a father with their two children, or a mother with their two children. But it also can be like the King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles could represent siblings as well with the Queen of Swords. And that could be the person who feels like they don't fit in. But also the Queen of Pentacles that is associated here with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, which can be their children, or they could all be siblings. And the Queen of Swords taking the Knight of Pentacles, perhaps to see the Page of Wands reversed child or pet who may not be well, or maybe causing problems, perhaps in the neighborhood if you have pet issues, at 10:30, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the union or the home. And that could be some kind of turn for the better or the worse regarding the home. So the foundation is the Three of Swords reversed here, and the middle is the Three of Cups reversed. There's definitely third-party energies here, or bad influences, overindulgers, gossipers, all that kind of energy. That can be antisocial behavior as well. It's no joy, or issues at work. So the foundation is the Three of Swords reversed. So healing in a split with Sovereign, or split and now single, or an independent child with the Hierophant and the Devil, which can represent God and the Devil as well, or Taurus and Capricorn waving to the King of Wands who's watching over them, or marking his territory with that Sovereign. It's like that maybe the King of Wands too wants to get that Sovereign energy. That can be that Knight of Wands, getting the Sovereign energy away from the Hierophant and the Devil, which can just be a Taurus and a Capricorn, but they can come up as those polarities of playing God or the Savior and the Devil, of really, deep-seated trauma to the children. And the King of Wands wanting to get the Sovereign away from them Or maybe that may be the child's energy, if the sovereign's a child here. So the central energy is the Three of Cups reversed, which can be a third party or a group of gossipers or bad influences or antisocial behavior or social distancing, but receiving offers of sex and love from the Three of Pentacles school or workplace that's up right here in the past, or the place of co-creation, and perhaps this offer knocked them for a loop, or receiving multiple offers from the workplace or schools, perhaps getting multiple offers for college or for jobs, and perhaps really surprise them, or those without joy to break patterns or dropping the ball or the act after a sudden event or epiphany, or in order to avoid disaster. Or Scorpio reversed. Remember, Scorpio is also in the South Node, so that could literally represent that energy of letting go of those negative traits that no longer serve you regarding Scorpio. And the challenge being the Seven of Wands upright of rising above the drama and deception with flame in hand, or early to rise to heal and spread the word or message, to step up to the plate, perhaps after hit by a car, or after fell and broke, investing their time, money, and effort in those who are out in the cold needing help. Or Aries reversed and Cancer reversed saw a healing advertisement or message and wanted to invest the same or get an appointment or do the same kind of work with others, or destitute themselves without money or a place to go, so perhaps they can't afford it. At 1044, which is the wheel and the 44 of the Four of Cups, grounding, integrating, and mastering of love. And then the Page of Pentacles upright, hurting themselves in order to try to be perfect. It's like that perfect student, but they're actually cutting themselves in private to be that way. Or someone struggling to manifest, right? Not being able to get it quite off the ground and drained in need of vacation, with Taurus or narcissistic old man and or dream girl or child star, and the healer or Taurus Aquarius finding peace with the Knight of Pentacles, offering a choice or partnership to the Chariot reversed or Cancer reversed, or to pay to fix a car, offering to work overtime for the partner here, perhaps to help them out, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, at a loss. It could be a family, business, or community that's actually losing money or had to pay a big expense, or just seeing that they're that wealthy energy and wanting to hitch up to that train. Or the Knight of Pentacles is trying to help out the Page of Pentacles, and that could be an older sibling, by paying for their car repair, or helping out the one who's broke or broken when they're not working out, or agreeing to disagree with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, or their brother losing money and wanting to partner up with a bigger business or company. And so now here at 1055, which is the wheel and the truth of Excalibur, the Ace of Swords, now is the Starseed reversed in the crowning position. And the Starseed reversed, it means no new start, or perhaps there's delays to a new start, or perhaps you need to save for a new start, but healing from separation with no reunion and no fresh start at the moment, and challenged by rising above the crowd or bad influences, with the Knight of Wands reversed player falling short, or perhaps they're just running out of energy that they thought they'd have, or paralyzed by their passions and heading out to see new perspectives, or hanging out to see new perspectives. Or there could be Capricorn or Pisces who's being standoffish to Sagittarius reversed, which can be that Knight of Wands reversed for sure. Maybe they don't have any respect for them. And then we have 1058, which is the wheel and the Four of Swords, the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, perhaps a Capricorn and Virgo, emotionally fulfilled or happy with family in a breakup or without affection of the Knight of Wands reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed, who could be a Scorpio and a Sagittarius. So again, there could be two knights vying for the attention of this sovereign energy. And with Gemini upright or Virgo upright, or manifesting but unsure about their ethics. Perhaps the Knight of Wands reversed is an Aries reversed, but like I said, they could be Sag as well, but maybe different for different people. And then the Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles are coming off as good little angels, but actually they could be the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups with ulterior motives. The Bulls in split or car accident, or issues with kids or pets fighting and defending their position and walking away from the King of Swords, who may be resisting sudden changes, overworking on a house or move, or just not working out, with the Knight of Wands reversed in a heated exchange, or not expressing their true feelings in a downturn or twist of fate, and actually very dissatisfied and leaning on the truth, telling the Knight of Wands to kiss my ass. And that could definitely be a young person there. But it doesn't have to be. It could be older people acting like kids too. The Page of Swords may be released from energy vampiring at this point when they say to kiss my ass. And perhaps they're dealing with lower back pain as well, or a pain in the ass. Or someone with hemorrhoids being checked out. They're literally because someone at the doctor's because of hemorrhoids. And then this could also be fixing your pet as well. And then the Page of Cups reversed, the manipulative child, or this is someone who's shy and rejected and spying to share what they've seen with the Empress. So this Page of Cups reversed may be manipulating because they want to get the Empress's attention. So she may be getting them to spy on the other parent or on somebody. The Empress with, and also the Empress could also be someone with hemorrhoids after giving birth to this Page of Cups reversed, who could be just a baby crying. So the Empress may be on pins and needles as well, or crying in pain of her Knight of Swords rushing in from or as Justice, Judge, or Libra with the harsh truth and maybe made the Empress upset. Or the Page of Swords released from betrayal of the Page of Cups reversed, who's getting paid to spy by the Empress, to spy on the third party in the pain of betrayal, perhaps the Knight of Swords between the Empress and Justice, or between Taurus and Libra. And soon here is the Two of Wands upright, or the twin flames, receiving good news of the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community with dysfunction or loss, or perhaps a big payout, with the High Priestess or aid or nurse, or Pisces with weak Emperor reversed, perhaps in surrender, healing, but perhaps giving up at the same time. Perhaps the Emperor reversed is the patriarch of that Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, and that's losing money, and there's Leo and Aries reversed here, and the twin flames seeing themselves as the Five of Cups upright, of grieving loss, regret, guilt, shame in the past, with the Two of Cups sitting there right in front of them the whole time, and purging it with dreams coming true, or healing the King of Cups reversed, who's grieving, and the Queen of Wands upright with the Ten of Cups reversed, unhappy family, or ending an emotional cycle that's way overdue to be over, and grieving the lost regret of connecting one-to-one or partnering up to pursue deception and or sleepless nights, with Aquarius upright and Cancer reversed at 11:19, Justice and the Sun, let your friends help, worth waiting for, and engagement all came up for the twins at 11:20, which is Justice and Judgment, which is a lot of legal activity there, or finality, or someone being the judge and jury. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Seven of Swords upright. That Queen of Wands could be that judge and jury. So around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Seven of Swords upright, which in this deck is about passing downloads or messages, or the Kaplunk game if somebody's watching, Let's Make a Deal or something like that. But passing downloads in suspended animation, where all of a sudden you just see the ball hanging in the air. Or perhaps someone just bought one of those statues with suspended animation. Or starting over with the Page of Wands reversed, who may be uninspired or sick or frustrated with the Queen of Pentacles in a breakup or a release with a non-physical lover, which can be an energetic sexual connection, and a lack of then, therefore, physical affection. The block here being the Queen of Wands, ready to battle, or conflicted by that 5D connection with the liar, cheater, thief energy, or receiving stolen ideas or merchandise, or sleeping or meditating or on break while all hell breaks loose around them. So this could be someone concerned, especially like a masculine, concerned that this person would never react to what's going on around them, right? So if you can tune out anything that's negative, well, what happens if something needs your attention at work? You know, it's like the masculine thinking, well, what if all hell breaks loose at the house or at home? Are you just going to sit there and do nothing? But this is a block. It has nothing to do with reality. It's what someone's assuming about somebody else. But that's coming up as the Queen of Wands in the block position as someone who's got their hands in everything, but is that in a positive sense or a negative sense? So, and this also can go both ways, right? This could, let's say someone's married and the wife's not working, and so she never did, and then after a long time, the husband all of a sudden thinks she's lazy, that she doesn't do anything, she doesn't help, she doesn't pull her weight, and then all of a sudden she's trying to step up and change that and be more of a multitasker. But the block then would be for the masculine, is she only doing this to get me back, and then she's just going to go back to her old ways? But it also could be the opposite for the feminine, going from being the multitasker to being very calm in that meditative state. It's very interesting how it plays out both ways in that sense. But it's the block. It's not necessarily reality. It's what you're thinking or stuck in your head about. So again, someone may be assuming someone's a risky type relationship, thinking they may be a liar, a cheater, or a thief, or perhaps that they're receiving stolen ideas, or maybe they feel they stole their ideas from them because they're connected, or stealing merchandise, or sleeping or meditating or on break while all hell breaks loose around them, not caring what goes on. So assuming somebody who's not like them doesn't care what goes on, or just assuming something they shouldn't be assuming, right? Because we all know what assuming is. It's making an ass out of you and me. So with new beginnings and relationship change, but even more so here is intuition and self-love, the Knight of Swords is cracking the whip with new passion, or working out to porn perhaps. So this is where the sexual trauma and the misery program was coming up with Z Earthstar earlier, and that was coming up in my read here yesterday as well, about the sexual energetic programming and of the abuse and trauma that we've all been connected to. And so here was this situation coming up the cards where, you know, it's like the energy of Adonis, who thinks they're all that, whipping their partner into shape, because of course they don't want them unless they're in perfect shape, but at the same time watching porn on TV while the children are walking in the door on them, having sex and watching porn, or working out naked or something like that. It's a really kind of gross energy. But it's like the Knight of Swords is cracking the whip with new passion, or working out to porn, or training and whipping them into shape, and surrendering to sex or watching sex on TV when the kids walk into the room. Or that, and there's, that happens sometimes with moms and dads, that their kids walk in on them over the years. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what this energy is. It's the sex misery programming energy here, right? Because porn isn't love. It's violent sex. So, I'm not saying all porn is violent sex, but it is in watching it, right? When it's something that's supposed to be sacred between two people. Or the Knight of Swords is telling them how it's going to be, or insisting on working out to sex. This could be someone too saying, well, if you're going to come back to the relationship, then you're going to have sex and work out every day without any kids around, no distractions. That's what I was getting. The Wounded Warrior in surrender, the Patient Angel or Sagittarius in a falling out with soulmate or kids. Something that's not working out with a partnership, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, and surrendering or giving up to new passionate offer. With the Wounded Warrior reversed, perhaps broke, as Justice tells the Empress off, or Libra to Taurus, or broke or broken, or urgency here, and that can be someone who's on call as well, but there's some kind of urgency with clarity all of a sudden. And then the Magician Indigo with a proposal, no longer wanting to be unhappy, alone, with the Knight of Wands. And remember, when you're in a relationship, you can still feel like you're alone. And then the Knight of Wands reversed, falling short all the time. With Sagittarius upright and Capricorn upright dropping the ball and drained, not working out. With the Knight of Cups reversed, healing in heartbreak or separation, grieving loss and regret in the past. So here we have those two energies playing off of each other, right? The Knight of Wands reversed, which is like the player watching porn, and then the opposite end, which is the Knight of Cups reversed, grieving and sad. In heartbreak or separation, grieving the loss, the regret, the past, and the passing downloads. And it can very much be the opposing energies of the negative part of the masculine and the feminine. But also the liar, cheater, thief energies of the Page of Pentacles or an opportunity or invitation to a third party or to bad influences to come in. And the challenge being the Seven of Wands rising up with flame in hand, the twin flames on their choice of path with the Queen of Wands with no new start, with the wounded warrior now in surrender, or broken or stuck with clarity of the indigo proposal to dissatisfied Knight of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Cups reversed with the Page of Pentacles upright, who broke up or without partners, healing without a reunion, and no fresh start, or lacking faith and challenged by defensiveness, and grieving the twin flames, passing downloads to the Queen of Wands wounded warrior who's giving up or broke down or broke up, broke down, broke in, out, or broke through, with new information thrown their way by indigo magician dissatisfied with the Knight of Wands reversed, or unhappy with self, no longer wanting to be alone. And so that was the read. And the movie that came up last night was Faith, Hope, and Love. And it ended right at 111. So let's pull a few oracle cards, and then we'll be set. So from the Animal Spirit deck, let's see what comes up. Take a deep breath. All right, so what is our takeaway from this read today? Is there anything about the sexual minds reprogramming that needs to come up? Or what else needs to come up from this read? And this card just flipped out. We have the Dolphin, which is compassion, compassion, compassion. Look at all this sweet energy coming out. The Dolphin and the Deer are some of the most beautiful energies in this deck. And then we have the Dragon too, which is the higher self energy of the solar plexus coming out to be confident. And this can be the energies of the masculine and the feminine, no matter which way it is, and the higher self between them. That's what I'm getting. But look how beautiful that is. That's beautiful energy. Like this is all compassion with the pinks and golds. And then here we have that very balanced energy of the sweet, innocent one here, very much in the solar plexus and the heart and the throat chakra. And then here we have the solar plexus here too, bringing all the yellow energy together in the higher self, right? Because one's coming up into the yellows from more peaches and pinks, and this one's coming from more greens and blues, but they both have that yellow in common of the higher self. There you go. And then the bottom of the deck is the butterfly, which is the transformation, right? But still transforming and feeling a little insecure in the swan relationship of the twin flames, of becoming two as one in transformation. So let's see, I'm going to pull an energy card for you too. We have the woman holding a heart, the 44 of the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love. And that also can be the Atlas energy, like the social worker energy. And it's also about boredom and apathy, which can be seen as something completely different, right? Someone who's meditating can be seen by somebody else as being lazy. So it's about seeing that new perspective again and allowing yourself to be loved, no matter what you're doing at this moment. That there is always someone out there who will love you no matter what, you know, like your mom, your kids. There can be a partner who can be like that as well. And there's the man holding a heart. How do you like that? So that's confirming that we were dealing with the feminine and the masculine energies here. The feminine's coming up as the dolphin, the masculine's coming up as the deer one. And then we have the dragon as the door to romance between the two of them. The 33 of the Christ vibration. How do you like that? And there's the energy of the one grieving, because he's coming up under the 45, which is the purging process. And she is the one who is like learning how to receive love. And the door to romance of the Christ unity consciousness of unlocking the heart. How beautiful is that? You guys, that's beautiful. After having cleared all those energies, And then opening the door, letting the outside in, inside out. The door to personal healing happiness is that dance, right? Not only up and down, side to side, but within and without as well. And the bottom of the deck is envy, of that dark mother energy, the 20 of judgment, of others judging because they're envious, and the attachment of the 5, which is the Hierophant, but it's also change, freedom, and expansion of, because attachment is not freedom, right? Or there can be freedom in attachment, but it's not being attached. It's being sovereign side by side, allowing complete freedom to each other. So there's this play on freedom and attachment here, of removing the mask regarding someone who may be envious or judgmental. And there could be Taurus and Aquarius energy here too. And you notice they're both kind of doing the same arm motion. She's taking off the mask. She's taking off the mask too, but she's not really holding a mask there. It's like pretending to remove the mask, but not. Because she doesn't want to change. She does, but she doesn't. Okay? And this could be a mother and daughter energy right here too, who are very envious and maybe behaving badly. And they could be attached to the divine feminine or the divine masculine as partners or family members that are giving them a hard time. So there you go. Those were actually really beautiful. We have to pull you a Journey of Love card. So again, nothing was coming up as far as the advice about the programming, except that it's in the underlying energies going away. Because the cards that all came up were beautiful and all about union, about coming together. What is the advice for all the twins today? We have the Shakti, which is very much masculine and feminine at the same time, because it's the Shakti of the feminine, but it's the sun of the masculine. So that's and the color is masculine, and then you see a breast type of energy there too. So it's very much a mixture of the warrior, of the masculine and feminine together, and then riding the cosmic wave, the 60 of peace, finding peace within that combination. Riding the cosmic wave, and you see how the colors change to the indigo and magenta energies, from the lower chakra energies of the human to the upper chakra energies of the divine humans. Riding the wave and finding peace. And then the 62 of the choice. You see how they match the circles here and here. This is like a combination. It's like better. This is more in the center. There's no purples or pinks in this card, but it's certainly higher than this red energy. This is kind of like working its way up to the heart and the throat chakra, being more balanced. And then there's that dark mother coming up. There's that devil energy of the shadow, the mother prays, right? So she might come off all holier than thou in these very high vibrational energies, but then she'll bite your head off. It's that mantis energy, and the only reason I'm definitely bringing that up here is because this is what we're talking about right here, is this energy. And taking the need to take the mask off. So it's kind of confirming those other cards, and plus we have on the bottom of the deck here, Burning Hero. So this is, they're both combined, right? Because this is masculine energy with the 3 of the Empress, which is feminine, and this is the opposite, the masculine here and the feminine here. But they're both in those fiery energies of the root, sacral, and solar plexus, lower chakra energies. There's a little bit more green in this one here, but there's no green in this one at all. Okay, so this is the Shakti, feminine warrior of the sun, and then here is the Empress of Gaia, and the sun, the father and the mother, both integrating their masculine and feminine, right? This is like the masculine with his feminine mother, and here is the feminine with the masculine sun. Very cool how that's come in to play. Okay, and then the transformation that's at play. And to remember to have compassion. Okay? Where'd the other one go? Oh, that was the Shakti. So these were the 4 cards that came out. You see how different they all are. And this is that warrior female integrating her masculine side and the higher dimensional side of peace, and finding balance is somewhere in between. The choice, as the mother prays, which is that dark mother energy of acting all holier than thou, but yet biting people's heads off. And the 2 of 62 is this 8 of Swords of anxiety and the imprisonment of the choice. You don't have to, if you don't know what choice you want to make, you don't make a choice until you're sure. And you actually never have to make a choice at all, because you should, if you're in that high vibrational energy, you will automatically align with the energies you're supposed to be with. You'll automatically come together. That's why they always say, if you're unsure, don't do anything at all. Just wait. Because when you raise your vibration, everything just aligns automatically. It becomes so easy. So if there's difficulties, you know it's not the right path, right? All right, so let's go ahead and read to you the dolphin. Right, it opened right up to the dolphin. Innately intelligent, healer, light, and blessings. The gift of the dolphin are beyond what our human mind can grasp. The dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of the spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on its way. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice, and when out of balance, underestimates their own power. To bring back into balance, like-minded spirits, which will automatically resonate with you and then be attracted to you. And then we have the deer I'm going to read to you as well, since they came up together as the masculine and feminine. All right, so this water and earth is coming up with the deer one. And the deer is loving, intuitive, graceful, and mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. You know, it's like that person who, they came up in the read, that somebody's worried that they're so calm that they'll never react when there's an emergency going on. So during the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing, but when they're out of balance, they may be concerned and overprotective. To bring into balance, they need nature and children. Okay? So that's very beautiful energy coming together. And then we have the Journey of Love 19. Shakti was the first card out. So let's read that one. Shakti says it's the divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine, and she is the Kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love that leads to enlightenment of our body. With our Kundalini coming alive within us, we cannot remain as we once were. It's impossible. We may try to lead the same lives, be the same in our relationship patterns, and perhaps even behave properly, but it simply cannot be done. Soon our disguise slips and people wonder what happened to her, or what's gotten into him. We are on fire with the divine, and we cannot help but misbehave. We are no longer satisfied with trying to be the good child or fearing we are the bad child. We know ourselves instead to be the divine child. The child divine lives fully and with passionate fire, not doing things the way they're supposed to be done perhaps, but living instead from the heart. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain, and sometimes the light within may seem so bright it blinds us for the moment. But that will pass, and the misbehaving will suddenly be seen for what it is. The old rules just don't fit anymore. You don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole wide world into the bedside reading lamp without burning down the house. It's best to let the light shine as it was meant to in the big arena. Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. This oracle brings you a message. You're going through energetic shifts in your subtle anatomy. Because your energy body and physical body have already begun to merge with each other, the energetic shifts will affect your physical body too. It's always wise to consult a healthcare practitioner, but at least some of your physical challenges at the moment, from aches to pains and tiredness, are due to this energetic awakening. Take responsible action as you feel necessary, such as tending to your physical well-being and healthcare that feels supportive, but also remember to rest, Get some time in nature and nurture your body as it is spiritually awakening into greater light, which is interesting too, because in my Metatron read, the underlying energy was talking about heart health, physical body health, and light body health. The poem here reads, I've watched you hurting and felt helpless to make life better for you. Loving you is having to make choices to let you be who you are, who you become, and all the who's yet to come. To love you is to ride the waves of your passionate embrace of life, ever mindful of the changes in the wind and the occasional tempest brewing. Loving you is having to make choices, knowing it isn't my fault. I can still choose to take it personally or just be, while I listen and watch you unfold. Your heart is a beauty I will always love. It's the part of you that hasn't changed much over time. And when I lie beside you and hear you breathe, when I touch your skin or caress your hair, you are timeless, and I choose loving you. Remember your water, your rest, your joy, and your nature, and breathe and rise and be love. See you soon.